Hi everyone, and today on newbodyhub.com we're going to be talking about the dreaded belly fat. We're going to be talking about what causes it and a few simple lifestyle changes that you can make to get rid of it. Belly fat is primarily caused by two hormones, insulin and cortisol. So insulin is secreted by the pancreas in response to certain foods, usually sugary and processed carbs being the biggest offenders. Second culprit is cortisol. Cortisol is released by the body in response to stress. So hormones have a metabolic impact on the body and cause us to gain and retain belly fat, which can be really difficult to shift. So, few lifestyle changes and how to get rid of the belly fat. That's going to mean cutting out the sugar and the processed carbs. You got to cut it out as far as possible. You know they're delicious sometimes, but you've got to restrict it to one or two cheat meals or treat meals a week rather than using processed food and processed carbs as your mainstay for your diet. The other thing is synthetic foods. All of the sugar-free, fat-free, all of these foods, these convenience packaged foods, they are really great on the run, they're very convenient, but in women, they can increase our estrogen levels and they can actually help us to store belly fat, reduce our insulin response. And finally, the big one, unfortunately, alcohol is going to really spike the insulin levels as well. And that's something that you want to restrict as far as you possibly can, just to keep your insulin levels lower and get rid of the belly fat. Second thing is the cortisol. Gotta deal with the cortisol, and that is usually in response to the stress hormones and lack of sleep. So it can be really difficult. We're all living very busy lives, not getting very much sleep. We're lucky if you're getting 5, 6, 7 hours a night. But just try, insofar as you can, to reduce your stress any way you can and just increase your sleep any way you can. It's all going to make a difference. It's all going to help reduce the cortisol, and reducing the cortisol will go a long way to getting rid of some of that belly fat. And then finally, throw in the exercise. So unfortunately, if you fail to address the hormones, the exercise is not going to make a huge amount of difference in how the metabolic effect when it comes to belly fat is pretty significant. But if you do those other things and then you throw in the exercise as well, you're going to get some really good results. So it's important to remember with the exercise that you can't spot reduce. So don't waste your time doing 1,000 crunches to get six-pack abs or nice abs. Not going to work. What you need to do is some compound exercises, some full body exercises, things that are going to challenge your entire body and actually lower your body fat percentage, because everybody has abs. We all have abs. They're just covered by a layer of fat. And what's going to happen is when you exercise your whole body and you lose weight, that will strip that layer of fat away from your abs, so your abs will be clearly visible. And that's something that, the crunches just aren't going to do. They're not stressing your body enough. They're not burning enough calories. There's something nice to do at the end when you've stripped off the fat and you just want to tone it all up and hone it all in. Then, do the crunches. But first of all, getting the compound exercises, getting the cardio exercises, and getting the layer of fat stripped off. If you do those 3 elements, insulin levels address that, cortisol address that, and hit it with the exercise, you will get rid of the what is the most, from a health perspective, dangerous form of fat is the belly fat, and give you those lovely, firm, toned abs that we all want and we all aspire to. I hope you found this useful. If you want some more tips and free videos, advice, log on to newbodyhub.com and hit the subscribe button.